Where do your thoughts go when considering the world's major building projects? You would be on the proper path if you imagined airlines, canals, and subway stations. There are also the inevitable manufacturing centers and infrastructure expansions for public services. Modern infrastructure is being built at a dizzying rate worldwide, and with that comes increased visibility for some genuinely remarkable building projects. Major construction projects are proposed, made, and finished every year. This video is going to be about the top 10 biggest mega projects in the world. 10. Great Man-Made River Project, Libya. They've been working on the Great Man-Made River, GMR, since 1985. After its implementation, over 350,000 acres of farmland will have access to irrigation water, making this program the largest of its kind in history. To top it all off, it will help expand access to safe drinking water in the vast majority of Libya's cities, which would benefit the country's agricultural sector. The Nubian Sandstone Aquifer System, the world's biggest fossil water reservoir system, is the water supply for the GMR, and the project is expected to be finished by the year 2030. 9. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. In Ethiopia, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam was built to harness the power of the Blue Nile River with a gravity dam. Many believe that the dam is complete since its development started in 2011. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam began supplying the grid with power at 375 megawatts in February 2022. However, the dam is nothing near its total capacity because the water reservoir is still in a filling cycle that could last for another 7 years. After the reservoir is complete, it will be able to supply significantly more power to the regional system. It is because the dam itself cannot generate power at maximum capacity until the reservoir is loaded, so we do not believe construction will be finished. However, construction crews are ready to operate the area as the reservoir carries the weight of 74 cubic kilometers of water volume, which necessitates a wide range of maintenance tasks. Upon completion, the facility's output would increase from the 375 megawatts recorded in February to 5.15 gigawatts. 8. Samsung Semiconductor Factory. These days, semiconductors are used everywhere. Semiconductors are essential to operating many modern vehicles, desktops, smartphones, TVs, and medical devices. When global production of consumer goods inevitably exceeds demand, what then? So we've hit a worldwide supply crunch since demand is increasing faster than supply can keep up with it. Building of the Samsung Semiconductor Factory, which is now in the planning stages, is scheduled to begin in late 2022. The United States hopes to participate fully in the global semiconductor supply chain with the help of this firm and other made-in-the-USA manufacturing plants. Even though the globe depends on semiconductors, 70% of the world's production is currently done in only 2 countries, Taiwan and South Korea. Businesses in North America have less risk of supply chain interruptions and shorter lead times, thanks to semiconductors being made in the United States. With a price tag of $17 billion, this structure will stand as one of the world's costliest building endeavors for quite some time. The value of a huge project like Samsung's operations in Austin, Texas, is still unclear, so keep an eye out for updates and news related to American semiconductor production. You might be amazed by how frequently this topic is discussed. 7. High-Speed Railway, United States. The High-Speed Rail Network in California is a program that began in 2015 and is expected to be completed in 2029. However, the shutdown in 2020 has likely delayed the project's execution. From San Diego in the south to San Francisco in the north, the high-speed trains will link 8 of the 10 biggest cities within the state. The project's first stage will expand links from Los Angeles to San Francisco, while the second stage will extend them to San Diego and the nearby city of Sacramento. Each 200-mile-per-hour train will be fully electric and run on renewable energy, demonstrating the West Coast government's commitment to sustainability. 6. London Crossrail Project. In case you weren't aware, the London subway was the world's first of its sort. Many folks do not. Fun facts apart, the London Underground has continued to expand at an exponential rate over the years. The Elizabeth Line, which adds 26 miles of tunnel and connects 40 stations, has been under construction for almost 13 years. The price tag is projected to be around $23 billion. Potential outbreaks have left the construction of the Elizabeth Line uncertain. Passenger service on the line is expected to begin as soon as possible and is expected to open at the end of October 2022. 5. South-North Water Transfer Project, China. If you examine it, you may find a little inequity in China's population and water supply. Nearly half of the country's inhabitants live in the north, although they have access to only 20% of the water supply. The gap is alarming, so China's government has set up funds specifically for building 3 massive canals to address the issue. Each canal will stretch for over 600 miles and bring water from 3 of China's main rivers to the country's northern areas. Incredibly, the project is expected to take just under half a century and provide 44.6 billion cubic meters of water annually, as per Chinese reports. 4. Jansen Potash Project. BHP's Jansen Potash Project aims to be the nation's biggest potash mine. Increased worldwide food supply is a direct outcome of this mine's rich potassium supply for soil and crops. As the planet's population rises, so does the pressure on the agricultural industry to meet rising food consumption. Perhaps this cutting-edge facility in Saskatchewan, Canada, is the short-term solution to the problem of how to help our farmers feed the world's growing population. If you don't come from a place where agriculture and food production are major industries, you might not understand how important this endeavor is. Potash improves plant water retention, enhances agricultural yields, and even impacts the overall nutritional content of food grown in the ground. This project lacks the wow factor of the others because many of the findings will never be visible to the public. Extracting resources from mines like these, which are located more than a kilometer below the surface, rarely impresses onlookers. It may not be as spectacular as the Merdeka 118 project. Still, it's the biggest investment in Saskatchewan's history, one of the largest building projects across the globe, and will undoubtedly help the world's food supply. If your family loves Disney World, they're not going to want to leave this next development. If you're enjoying these videos so far, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. 3. Dubailand, Dubai. Walt Disney World is fairly big, but try to picture 3 of them jammed into one location. That's the plan for the Dubai government's Dubailand complex. However, ecotourism, medical centers, hotels, educational attractions, sports arenas, and amusement parks for adrenaline addicts will all be included in the 278 square kilometers, $64 billion destination. Dubailand will host the nation's biggest hotel, with 6,500 bedrooms and a 10 million square foot retail center. This is to be predicted, as the construction is a Dubai special. However, you won't be able to witness this for yourself until the year 2025. 2. Jubail 2, Saudi Arabia. Jubail 2 is a project with an expected completion time of 2032, and it's been in the works for the better part of the last 3 decades. Phase 2 of the Jubail construction, the world's biggest civil engineering project, began in 2014 with an expansion expenditure of $11 billion. The Jubail project will include a 350,000 barrel per day oil refinery, over 530 miles of railroad and road, and at least 100 industrial plants. In addition, over 50,000 new homes will be part of the industry city by the time construction is complete in 2024. 1. Merdeka 118. Standing at 679 meters, this building is now the second tallest skyscraper in the globe. The architectural style and the very name of the structure are meant to represent Malaysian freedom. The cultural significance of the word Merdeka, which means freedom in Malay, stems from the state's independence from British rule in 1957. The buildings were designed to reflect the prominence of Tunku Abdul Rahman, the state's first prime minister, who gave the speech proclaiming independence. What can be achieved when innovative design and cutting-edge technology work together is truly remarkable. As its name suggests, Merdeka 118 features an impressive 118 stories, making it the second tallest skyscraper in the world, behind Dubai's Burj Khalifa. When finished in 2023, this structure will be an attraction for people from around the globe visiting Southeast Asia. Never fear, Merdeka 118 is visible from the famed Petronas Twin Towers, located 30 stories below. If you want to see more amazing sights like these, tune in for more of our videos.